I am King Brown, OU Too Crucial Internet Radio. We have my man, ELM Boy Peg, out here in New Orleans. How are you here?
Well, I did have a little small performance. I had to perform 3 songs, but this is not my only show for the day.
Okay.
So I had 5 gigs today. This is my 4th. I got one more to do, so booked and busy is the answer.
Y'all hear the grind. My man said he had 5 shows today. He's done 4, and he got one more tonight. And it is, what, 12 o'clock? Is that what time it is? Grind. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how we do it. All right, so what got you into music?
Honestly, what got me into music is I grew up in a church.
Okay.
And I was forced to play drums by my daddy.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm a musician, so I can play drums. But that's what got me into music.
Okay.
But what got me into bounce music, I started off as a dancer.
What kind of dancer is this?
All right. See, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
We have this dance culture called, see, y'all call it twerk,
Okay.
but we call it pussy popping down here, or either pee popping or just bopping.
Okay.
But
See, we got a bopping in Florida, but that's a different type of. See, our bopping is like juking, so it's a little something like we got. So y'all bopping is a little bit different than what our bopping stand for. It's basically what you're telling me.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Okay.
See, y'all bopping may be different, but see, our bopping is twerking for y'all.
Okay, makes sense.
But when I started as a dancer, I didn't start as no bop or no twerk and all that. I don't do all that. I'm a bounce dancer.
Bounce dancer. Okay.
Bounce dancer.
Now I don't know what bounce dancing is, so I'm a little what do you call it? Undereducated on what bounce music is. So can we elaborate a little bit?
All right, let me educate you a little bit.
Okay.
Bounce dancing. There was this group from New York, and they had like this up-tempo beat. I forgot the name. Up-tempo. What the fuck is their name? But anywho, DJ Manny Fresh from Cash Money Records.
Definitely, I know who that is.
He created this beat called the Cheeky Black beat. Good friend of mine, Cheeky Black, Angela Woods. She's one of the originators of bounce music.
Okay.
I was influenced by her. She's very big influence, but very, very, very big influence in my career.
Okay.
And they named it the Cheeky Black beat because Manny Fresh produced this beat for her song, Bitch Get Off Me.
Okay.
And when he produced this song, he also put out the instrumental.
Right.
And bounce music went from there.
Okay.
You know? But there's a lot of people from New Orleans that's into bounce music, that slept on, that's not mainstream, that they didn't forget nobody that's in New Orleans and all that, bring them with them. But Frida's one of them. Frida good, you know. Frida was a good experience.
So is that a mainstream artist, or is that a very popular New Orleans artist?
Big Frida.
Okay.
That's a mainstream artist.
Okay.
But she's from New Orleans.
Okay, gotcha.
And she has a lot to do with the bounce culture nowadays.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, she's one of the originators as well.
What's the story behind your name? Like, I know I had to ask you outside, like, how do you pronounce it? Because I'll get on here, I'm bad with names, but I'll fucking name up quick, bro. So what's the story behind your name? Like, what made you come up with ELM Boy Peg?
I was in this dance group called the ELM Boys. See, I grew up in Metairie. That's right outside of New Orleans. It's all labeled as New Orleans, but it's right outside of New Orleans. I grew up in Metairie on a street called Elm Street. And there was, like Freddie Krueger, you're right. And there's dance groups, you know, from different neighborhoods, different streets, different hoods, different wards. And I was with this group of boys. It was a group of 8 of us. And we labeled ourselves as the ELM Boys. Now, Peg comes from my grandfather. That was my grandfather's nickname, and my family said that I'm a spitting image of him, so Peg stuck with me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So ELM Boy Peg
Simple as that. Break it down, crumble it up, and that's how we're gonna put it on there. All right. What advice would you give to an artist from New Orleans, you feel me, coming up?
Well, I can only tell them what I did for myself. Keep yourself self-motivated. No matter what nobody tell you, keep yourself self-motivated, because motivation without destination creates frustration. So if you're gonna do something, go hard or go home.
Okay.
You know? Don't let nobody never tell you what you can't do or what you can't make of yourself. Because you have the last say so of that. Life is what you make it. Keep going, keep pushing for greater, for greatness, for better. You got to.
I fuck with that. Gotta be great. I want you to tell everybody in the camera where they can find you at and find all your music.
I'm on all digital media platforms. All digital media platforms as Elm Boy Peg. ELMBOYPEG. 3 words. Elm Boy Peg. Same way. All social media. But social media, no spaces. Elm Boy Peg. ELMBOYPEG.
I bet y'all go follow my boy.